All right. Here's a magic button. All right. What's up? It's your girl at Tiffany M. Draper. And we're going to take a little break from Mello. All right. But you already know how to get your disability. It's right down there. Now, this is the issue I'm having with Amber. Now, I haven't been making videos on her because I've still been trying to gather my thoughts, do my research, and talk to other people in the hater nation to see how they feel about it, and even talking to people who have, dealt with this issue before. They've been diagnosed with cancer, either still going through it, in remission, whatever the case may be, just trying to figure out how the process really goes. And she just uploaded this like 10 minutes ago. So this is what I'm not getting, and I'll explain.
So, as you guys know, I did get a CT. What I had scheduled was an MRI and a CT. I got the CT first, and as you guys know, the only thing that looked off was my lymph nodes were bigger than they should be, which...
You're bigger than you should be, but I'm trying not to be petty because, like I said, I'm not going to go in on her unless I find out she's lying to us.
Could possibly indicate that my cancer has spread to you guys.
So you show more enthusiasm with sandwich spread, but not the spread of this cancer. That's what's bothering me right now. Because your first video, you were like super emotional. Like super emotional. And some people were like, she could be acting. And then I said, well, for all we know, she could have been crying because she ran out of Snickers. I don't know. But I felt like, Tiff, too soon. Too soon for the jokes. But she just doesn't seem bothered. And if I got some news like that, I think I would be pig mad in my Charlie Gold voice.
You guys are new here, I do have uterine cancer. So because of the lymph nodes, they wanted me to do a PET scan because that would be able to show if it is cancer. It would light up.
Wait a minute. They would be able to show if it was, but didn't they already give you an emergency surgery because they said that it... Let me just keep listening.
My lymph nodes would light up if it was cancer. So I actually was going to do my MRI and my PET scan in the same day. I actually didn't get to do either of them. I went to the appointment, and turns out the PET scan had a weight limit of 400 pounds.
Now, here's the part that's pissing me off, or that I don't understand. Don't you think if a doctor and a nurse and a specialist, they do this every day, all day, don't you think they would have told you ahead of time before you came or even made the appointment that you would be too big to use the machines or to fit in the machines and all that type of stuff? Why would they have you even make an appointment and even show up? That's something that they would know prior. Like, that's something they should have already told you. So it's very convenient now that you can't get further testing until you lose weight. So we're back to square freaking one. Because that...
So I am 88 pounds too big.
That's very convenient for you to say something like, I'm not going to be able to move forward in the process until I lose 88 pounds. Most people cannot lose 8 pounds consistently and keep it off. You mean to tell me that we're going to have to put a pause on this whole process until you lose 88 pounds? And I'm not the only one feeling like this. If you scroll through these motherfucking comments, y'all see.
That was devastating. I was kind of expecting it. I'm surprised it didn't happen with the CT scan. Glad it didn't. So the MRI was also too big for it. There was not a weight limit, but it's more so like a body mass limit. I wasn't able to fit inside of the area that you need to go into. So I didn't get to do either of those. So my appointment today, because the MRI and the PET PET scan was actually a few days ago, didn't fit. My oncologist still wanted me to go to the appointment today, which was supposed to talk about my results from the MRI and the PET scan. Hopefully I'm not like confusing anyone. I'm trying to like really give you guys enough information without too much information, if that makes sense. So today I was supposed to be talking about the results from the 2 tests and talk more about treatments. I didn't get results because I couldn't do the test. So as you guys know, I talked about prior how I had 2 options for treatments, and that was this hormone pill, which could actually potentially stop uterine cancer. But sometimes it don't work. And what would happen with that is for 3 months, I would take it, they would do a DNC, do another biopsy, see if it worked. If it didn't, I would take it another 3 months, do the DNC again, do the biopsy, another 3 months, do the DNC, do the biopsy. By 9 months, if cancer's still there, they stop the hormone treatment. Or I could have a hysterectomy. So those were the 2 options. And
But I thought that she said that they didn't even know a treatment plan until they could find out what stage she was in. So either I've missed some videos or this isn't making any sense. They're going to now give you 2 treatment options but not be able to test you because you're too big to fit in the machines. How does this even make sense?
The choice of choosing. At first, I was like, okay, I don't really want a hysterectomy because there is a future for me. I am young, I'm 29, and I've always wanted
You mean to tell me we the same age?
Kid. You know, it's always been this like weird, oh, I don't know if I want one. You know, I would say that because I've always been too big, you know, the fact that I'm a lesbian, so Becky can't get me pregnant, and the fact that my period's always been crazy, so I knew I couldn't get pregnant anyways, even if like we had a sperm donor, and also my weight. So it's like I try to ignore the fact that I really, really want a kid. But truth is, been saying for a long time I do want a kid, and getting a hysterectomy means you can't have a kid that's biologically yours, that came out of you. And that was kind of hard to wrap my head around. And if I had a
Now that I understand.
not to have surgery, especially because of my weight, I did not want to have it, obviously, because there is a lot of complications. So my oncologist gave me the option. But after she got the CT results and my lymph nodes were enlarged, today at the appointment, she said I no longer have an option. The hormone pill is not an option.
How is she telling you it's not an option if they never got a chance to see what stage you're in or to test you?
I have done a lot of crying. I don't know how my makeup's still on. It's been a lot of dab, wipe the tears off really quick. That's why I like some of my foundations off. It's been a lot. It has been so hard. I will be getting a hysterectomy for sure.
Here's another thing that's bothering me. For somebody that don't know how long they have to live, which we none of us do, but I mean that's gotten some potentially life-threatening type news. Who, and I'm not trying to be real picky about things, nitpicky, but who takes the time to put on false lashes, what I call eye weave? Because a lot of these comments are saying, I've never seen you with, false lashes before. So that means this is something new. Meaning she took the time to put these in her eyes when she's supposed to be somewhere, I don't know, worried, sad, depressed. I don't wish that on her, but, I expect there to be some type of visible sign that, you're going through something, especially when a lot of us are starting to doubt.
It is already scheduled. I I kind of can't process.
See, who is this? Stephanie H said, I had to like that comment. Huh? How ironic that you couldn't get an MRI or PET scan. Exactly, Stephanie. I'm not finna sit here and fall for this bull crap because you mean to tell me you gotta wait till you lose 88 pounds. Bull crap. It'll never happen. So then you just gonna go on and nothing's life threatening and you just gonna keep living, and you cannot make me believe that we have to be on a standstill like this. I mean, how did they see what was going on in your body the first time? What tests did they run? Like, I don't understand. I don't understand.
I could process what's happening. I know what's happening. I know the complications because we sat there and talked about them for a long time. They really wanted to make it clear what was about to happen, obviously. And there's a lot of complications because of my weight. And there's complications for anybody. You could be an athlete, the most healthiest person in the world, get a hysterectomy and have complications. So at my size,
somebody said they sick of Amber acting like she completed her journey and she's a weight loss expert. Gorl, you're still about 500 Danny Elbies.
Raising the risk of complications, obviously. It's almost as if me losing the 83 pounds and me finally getting my life on track. I have fought so many times not to binge and to eat less calories. That is why I am down the weight that I'm down. A lot of people have this weird assumption that I've cancer.
Somebody just commented, this would totally seem more genuine without your Instagram rants and monetization. Oh, and going around telling people in your life it's stage 2. There are receipts, sis. So this person is basically saying that she told us that the doctors don't know what stage she's in, but there's receipts that she's going around telling people she knows personally that it's stage 2.
Girl.
Juicy dirt alert and everything.
Hunger is the same. It's actually a little bit worse because of the hormone medicine I'm currently on. And I still want to binge. Oh my god. But I don't give in to that at all.
Thank you. Who is this? Robin. Your oncologist didn't know you wouldn't fit. They're not going to biopsy your lymph node. They're going to give you a hysterectomy and leave the rest of the cancer in you. They're going to subject you to major surgery with the sleep apnea, which could likely kill you, but they're not going to biopsy a lymph node. Totally makes sense. Thank you, whoever this is. Thank you. My job here is done. That's basically what I have to say in a nutshell. That's all.